All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Chakodash, the abundance unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love to the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, and also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this afternoon lesson here, I wanted to read the book of Romans, chapter 13. And I wanted to read verse 11 through 14 here. I have it pulled up in the KJV Bible. But I want to get through this small passage here. It's very important, especially in the times that we're in. And so I go through it, break it down to the spirit, man, and then I'll be done here. So Romans 13 and verse 11 says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed." So knowing the time, right? What does that mean? Knowing the time is you being aware of prophecy. Okay? That's what it means by knowing the time. You're knowing where we are in time. Okay? What's happening according to the scriptures, how serious it is. Okay? We know that we are in the time of the MOTB. We are in the time of the war of Armageddon. Two major prophecies, right? Those things have to happen. Also, Jacob's trouble. Okay? These things are major. And so knowing these times, seeing these things that's getting ready to happen, right, and will take place, it says that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Okay? If you are asleep, that means you're pretty much not aware. Okay? You're in slumber. That would mean to be asleep pretty much, right? So it's high time to shake that off. Okay? Um, if you are asleep, especially when the Lord come back, if you are asleep, man, it won't be pretty for you, especially if you're calling yourself a believer, right? Don't let the Lord catch you sleeping, man. You pretty much is you're distracted by the world and the affairs of this life. Okay, so you're not aware of what the Most High is pretty much a requirement of you as a believer. Okay, you're commanded to be on your watch. We're all commanded to be on our watch, right? It says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Meaning it's closer than when we first believed in the truth. Okay, very close. And how do we know this? Because of the times, the prophecy, what we're seeing out in the world, right? It says, the night is far spent and the day is at hand. Now, what did that mean? The night is far spent and the day is at hand. The night is representing our captivity, okay, which is pretty much Esau's kingdom. This is the night, okay? The day is speaking about the kingdom of heaven. That's the day, okay, when we will rise again and be on top. So Esau's kingdom is pretty much up. And that's part of what? Knowing the time. His kingdom is about to be finished. Because once Esau fall, according to prophecy, right, we know that once Esau fall, then the kingdom of heaven will be established, right? Revelation 18. That has to take place, right? It says, um, let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. The works of darkness are the works of this world, right? This world is dark, is evil, is wicked. Okay? So cast off the works of this world and put on the armor of light, which is the truth. Paul speaks about that in Ephesians, the 6th chapter, man. Okay, about this word being an armor, pretty much. This is our protection, our defense against the darkness, right? Because darkness can creep up on anybody. Okay, if you ain't on your stuff, it'll get you. So you got to be on guard, man. Okay, and if you got an opening in your shield or in your armor, man, you gotta make sure that you fix that. Okay, because the closer we get to the end, um, the stronger, right, of wickedness is going to get. These spirits, man. Okay, things going to be very, very trying. So to have on that armor of light, man, is very important. Okay, it says, "Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying." In other words, you just turning up, being out of control. Okay, living like Jake in the world. Don't live like Jake in the world, man. Okay, all Jake want to do is get drunk. Jake want to get high. Jake want to go to the club and pop bottles and commit adultery. You know, that's what Jake do. Don't be like Jake, man. Okay? Don't be like Jake, bro. Jake gonna get destroyed because of their works. That's in the scriptures. Don't let your works be their works, man. Jake cool, whatever, like, just, say what's up to Jake, you talk to Jake, but don't engage in what Jake do. I don't care if he's your best friend in the world or your brother, or your favorite cousin. If he want to get into some wickedness, look, bro, that's on you, bro. Do not involve me in what you got going on. Jake want to do a threesome. Bro, is you sick, dude? Why the hell would you ask me some stuff like that? But Jake will ask you that, okay? Jake crazy. So don't let your works be their works, man. Right? Verse 14 says, "But put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach," meaning what? You putting on this word, this truth. Let your actions be that of Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh Shai wasn't, out committing adultery, man. Our Lord Yahweh Shai wasn't out, you know, um, at the club, you know, popping bottles, throwing up gang signs, you know, doing what niggas do. He wasn't doing that. Okay, he walked according to how the Most High want him to walk, and so that's how we should behave, man. You look, when you go out into the world, you should have on the truth, man. Yahweh Shai as a defense, as how to be. Okay, because hey, man, the minute that you don't do what the Lord say to do, then you start to engage in the flesh and the things in your mind, in which you don't want to do that, right? That kind of behavior um, will pretty much get you destroyed, man. Okay, so you got to be careful. So it says, "But put you on the Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, and make no provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof." Right? You ready to do something of the flesh, man? Hey, you got to fight. Use His word as a defense against the works of darkness, brother. Okay? Be strong and confident in the Lord, man. Be strong and confident in the Lord, bro. Don't let this world, dupe you into some craziness, man. No matter if it's your friend, your cousin, bro, you need to stand up for yourself. Stand up for truth's sake. Okay? Jake want to get into some wickedness, you let Jake do what they do. Don't you do it. Right? So I close out with that. I pray that was edifying. I'll praise you. How about Shema Shah, Shalom.